I'll never forget feeling so good when I was a little kid going back to school shopping when someone in my family yelled, "Stop! Stop!" And so I stopped, but it wasn't because it was an emergency, and it wasn't because there was danger, and it wasn't because someone was trying to kidnap me in the parking lot. But my family looked at me and they said, "Why the fuck are you walking like that? Why are you walking like such a faggot?" And it was in that moment that I started monitoring everything about myself. How I walked, how I talked, and I put my authentic self in a little box and said, "You stay there. Stay in this box because you're not safe out here." And I know many of us, so many of us, have had to put some part of ourselves away in a little box. A part of ourselves that we've had to hide away from the world, or a part of ourselves that we just haven't allowed to shine, where we've put our true selves, our authenticity, aside. Now, Brené Brown says the definition of authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. I'm going to say that again. Authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. And that is exactly what we're going to do in this inspiration session today. And so if you've been asking, how can you find your truth? Or how can I get the courage to actually listen to my truth if I'm hearing it? Or how can I be my authentic self? Or how to be in your truth and power when external forces are putting pressure on you to be somebody that you're not? Figuring that out is exactly what we're up to. And if you want to get the confidence to go for what you truly want in your life, then I want you to listen closely because that's what we're doing in this inspiration session today. So here's the deal. I got a short teaching for you. We'll sing a couple songs together, and I'll lead you through a guided meditation. And then, of course, like I always do, leave you with some practical tools to take this further at the end if you want to go deeper. Now, here's what I want you to know. What we practice grows stronger. I'm going to say that again. What we practice grows stronger. Now, if I get a little sciencey with you, what neuroscience shows is that when we practice something, which really just means doing anything again and again, it creates what's called neural pathways in the brain. And these neural pathways become the foundation of our lives. And so the question we must ask if what we practice grows stronger is, what have you been practicing? And what I really want to ask you is this, is where have you been practicing pretending? Is it in your marriage? Is it with your friends, in your work, not asking for what you truly want? Saying yes when you really want to say no? I know I'm guilty of this. Or pretending to be happy and okay when really you're grieving inside? Or how about not setting boundaries? If what we practice grows stronger, then we must ask ourselves, what have we really been practicing? And where have we been practicing pretending? Authenticity is a daily practice. And so it's time to start doing this, to start practicing letting go of that old self, of who we thought we were supposed to be, so that you can start practicing embracing and being who you really are. And so in a moment, we're gonna do a guided meditation. But first, I want you to listen to this affirmation and message for the inner child inside of each of us who just needs a little bit of healing. And so this next song is for your inner child and for my inner child too. This is I Am Enough.
Little boy, don't cry. You've been in pain enough. Little girl, don't fight. You're finally safe enough. One day I'll look into your eyes, show you you don't need to hide behind disguise. Spread your wings, you're terrified. Don't be afraid, you're born to fly. I'm by your side. I am enough. I am golden, baby. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am golden, baby. I am enough. I am enough.
Everything you've ever wished for is right there inside of you. And all we got to do is tap into that true, authentic part of ourselves. And so I have a guided practice for you where I'm going to help you stop pretending being someone and start being the true, authentic you. You are enough. So let's dive inward for our guided meditation. I'd like you to go ahead and get comfortable and just let yourself be cozy wherever you are. And place your hands right over the center of your chest, one over the other. And then close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And now take a deep, full breath in and a deep breath out. And now inhale with me to the count of 3 for 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath for 1, 2, 3, and exhale 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do that again. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. One last time. Inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3, and exhale 1, 2, 3. And now just settle into this quiet, still space. Breathe normally, and just keep your attention inward. I'm going to ask you a few questions throughout this meditation, and I want you to just let the answers bubble up in your heart as you keep your energy inward. You don't have to write anything down or do anything special. Just let the answers arise in your heart. Here's the first question. Ask yourself, ask your heart, where in my life am I pretending right now? Where am I pretending? I'll give you just another moment to think about it. And next, ask yourself, what do I need to practice in my life right now to let that truer part of me come through? What do I need to practice more of in my life right now so that that truer part of me can come through? And last but not least, what is my next step? What is my next step? And when you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And when you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. You deserve to be this powerful version of yourself. You are ready to step into your truth and power. You are ready to take your life to the next level. But what you have to remember, what we all have to remember, is that what we practice grows stronger. And authenticity is that daily practice. It's the daily practice of letting go of all the things we thought we were supposed to be so that we can embrace our true selves. And now, from this practice, hopefully you know a little bit of something that you've been pretending, the place that you've been practicing, and also a little bit of what you might need to practice a little bit more of to let your true self come through. And so I promised that I would give you some tools for those of you who want to dive into this a little bit deeper. And so I'm going to do that with you now. All right, so let's talk about some practical tools to take this further. So this month, I'm super excited because I'm going to be leading a special 2-hour masterclass all on authenticity called The Science and Soul of Authenticity: How to Be Your True, Authentic Self. And this is really about bringing your truest self forward into your life and how to have conversations with people to be able to make it happen and show up in all of your relationships as your truest, most authentic version of yourself. And the best part is, I'll get to answer some of your questions live too. And so this masterclass, like all of our masterclasses, is free for members of our Transform My Life community, or you can always register for a single class on my website at justinmichaelwilliams.com/masterclass. And the links for all of that are there in the description for you. But before we go, before this video ends, I have a little message for you.
Your eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Your hair falls perfectly without you trying. You're so beautiful, and I'll tell you every day. Yeah, I know, if I compliment you, you won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that you don't see what I see. But every time you ask me, do I look okay? I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are.
Everything you've ever wished for, everything you've ever wanted, and everything you've always wanted to be is right there, available inside of you. We just have to tap into it. We have to stop pretending. We have to remember that we are enough. And I hope that today helped you remember that.
The way you are, the way you are, you're amazing, just the way you are.
So go ahead and take a deep breath in with me now. And a deep breath out. And place your hands over the center of your chest and close your eyes for just another moment again with me. And ask yourself, what is your golden nugget from this session? Which means if there was one key takeaway, one thing that you could remember from this session, what would that thing be? And this is important because it's what your spirit, what your inner self knows it needs to remember for what's next. When you have it, repeat it in your mind a few times, then take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And open your eyes. And maybe go ahead and just take a moment and jot that down for yourself somewhere. Don't forget to do that, because this is really your inner wisdom telling you what it needs to remember to move forward towards your authenticity. And so you have your golden nugget, and my golden nugget is this. You know, I told you that story about my family in the parking lot that day, and it was a really hard moment. But thankfully, today, now, my family and I share so much love. They honestly, truly love me exactly as I am. And we share this love because we got the chance to see each other as we truly were. And it happened when I finally chose to stop hiding and stop pretending and let them see the true me. And I'll be honest with you, it's a practice. It's something that we have to keep choosing to do. And sometimes it's something that takes a little time or a little reshaping in our lives. But one thing that I can promise you, and I know this from experience, is when you start practicing showing up as the real you, the whole world changes around you. Then you start to remember that you are enough, just the way you are. So thank you so much for being with me in this inspiration session today. I'm so grateful, and I hope to see you in the masterclass that we have coming. Thank you so much. Bye for now. Hey, if you love this, you should totally check out my membership, where you'll get everything from me. All of my teachings, all of my practices, on demand, all in one place. It's called the Transform My Life membership. I'll see you there.